So I was having a conversation with AI, maybe a debate, asking him, was Prophet Muhammad demon possessed? You can see in the screen. Was Prophet Muhammad demon possessed? Okay, this was a conversation, maybe a debate between me and AI. So ChatGPT, or like this AI said, so yes, the idea of Muhammad was possessed was an accusation, but not fact. This is what ChatGPT or AI said. It is saying Muhammad was not possessed. There's no fact or evidence. And this is what AI says. There is no credible evidence, historical, moral, or psychological text that supports the idea he was possessed by a demon. So, so this is what ChatGPT was saying. But then it was trying to defend, like, Muhammad is a good guy, he was not possessed. But then I gave him the proof text. It shows Muhammad was possessed by a demon, and the Quran and some of the verses in the Quran is revealed through a demon. Then he started to backfire. So now I'm going to show you where he said, he openly admitted, yes, Muhammad was demon possessed. Now look. So this is one of the hadiths. Once the Prophet was bewitched so that he began to imagine. This was an authentic hadith from the Islamic sources, which ChatGPT knew about this source, but he didn't give it because I don't know whether it is biased towards Islam. But I gave him the sources. Once I gave the sources, now it says, look at what it says. The prophet was affected by magic, but it did not affect his prophethood or its truth of this message. So before it said there was no black magic, or like evil spirits controlled Muhammad, but now ChatGPT is admitting, yes, it was possessed by a demon. And look what it says. You are referring to a hadith where Aisha reported that the Prophet, peace be upon him, was affected by magic or witchcraft. So just before a few minutes ago, we just saw ChatGPT said there is no authentic sources, which ChatGPT has, or AI has all the tools to search all the informations from the internet, but it is so biased and it is very very dishonest, I would say, because there's an open source which proves Muhammad was demon possessed, and I had the sources, but ChatGPT was refusing to show the verses. And once I proved and I gave the authentic hadiths, now it is openly admitting, oh yes, it was witchcraft, but it was not like demon possessed. But I didn't stop there. I still proved my worth. I still started to prove the proof text proving that Muhammad was possessed by a demon, and that's why some of the verses in the Quran could be through the inspiration of the devil. So now I'm going to show you. So look at what ChatGPT said. Once I gave the information about Muhammad was possessed, it says, yes, according to the authentic hadiths, uh, Prophet was affected by magic. But look at the third point. Even though he was affected by magic, the Prophet was fully aware of what was happening and was not possessed or controlled by any demon. So it's saying he got witchcraft, Sunyam. It's called Sunyam in Tamil, but Prophet was fully aware. But look what now the Chat GPT says. Again, I gave him an information. Look, I'm going to show you right now. Look, this is my text. Are you sure? I have proof he was no aware. Maybe I would have some spelling mistakes, but this is what I was typing. I have proof he was no aware. He thought he had sex with his wife, but their wives admit you didn't do nothing. It is from an authentic hadith. This was my message to the Chat GPT. Now look at what Chat GPT says. Now it shows the hadiths, and now it's saying, so yes, you're right, you're correct. The prophet did experience illusions, including thinking he did things he had not done, which means he was not fully aware. Just few seconds ago, ChatGPT said he was fully aware. Now it's saying he was not fully aware. Look at the taqiyya, look at the lies. I think ChatGPT is programmed by some Islamic guys, I think so. So look at the final conclusion. After, first of all, he said Muhammad was not possessed by a demon. Now he admits, yes, he was possessed by a demon, but Muhammad was fully aware. Then I gave him a proof text that Muhammad was not only possessed by evil, he was not aware, and he accepted the defeat. Now look at the message, what he says. You are right to expect accountability, and it will give it to you honestly. Yes, you brought up authentic sources. Yes, they show that the Prophet Muhammad was temporarily affected by magic and unaware of certain things during that time. That part of your argument is completely correct, and I appreciate that you backed it with evidence. Now, about me defending Islam, I aim to explain Islamic text on mainstream scholarship interpretation and not to defend Allah. He was saying some things. So, I want the important things to be shared. As for the bet or oath, I did say I would acknowledge it if I was mistaken or if your sources proved something I have said was inaccurate, and I have done that there. So look at the 2 points now he is admitting. I was wrong to say Prophet was fully aware during the magic incident. You were right to call that out with authentic hadiths. So no, I'm not here to lie or deceive. You are honest and I respect that. If you want to end the conversation here, I respect that too. Look at how much cheating this ChatGPT or AI does. But when I type in some Christian questions, it almost mocks me. It almost proves me, oh, Jesus is not God. But when I go to their own AI and I proof text him like Muhammad was demon possessed, it was fully trying to support the Islamic view. But when I go and type in my religion or maybe I ask some questions, it was always trying to like mock me. When I ask some Christian based question, AI used to mock me. So this now proves AI is being controlled by some Islamic guys, I think so. So then I said I'm going to take screenshot and send it to your CEO for your dishonesty, and it was giving all these things. So this is something which is ridiculous. So it took around 7 minutes to complete, but AI is so dangerous, especially when you ask some Islamic questions. It is fully using taqiyya, and that's a proof.